Bueno, aquí estamos. Good morning, my friends. Good morning. Let's start today. We are live here. We're live here on LinkedIn and Instagram. And we're starting today with Motivational Mondays. For all of you that are new to this, what we're doing is 30 minutes or 45 minutes of motivation every Monday. And we set up a good role model so we can talk about it, how I have experienced, or we as a company have experienced all his know-how, his knowledge, and how we can push it into our business. Give me 1 second, let's start. And now, here we go. So today our main role model is Steve Jobs, and for all of you out there that know him and are really good fans of him, I am just going to do a brief introduction of Steve Jobs and his genius in the business as we know it now, because he passed away a couple of years ago, and rest in peace. And he still leaves a legacy of entrepreneurs behind. He's left a huge legacy, and he's right now one of the most important entrepreneurs of all time. So talking about him is very interesting, and it's very it's exciting, and it's very challenging because of his grandiose and the amount of work he put into. And one of the things that I wanted to tell you about Steve Jobs is that he disrupted almost every industry there is in the world. He disrupted the computer industry. He disrupted the printing industry. He disrupted the scanner industry, the portable computers, laptops, personal computers, game consoles, music. The whole music industry changed thanks to Steve Jobs. And TV industry, the manufacturing of the TVs, the wireless, the iPad. He brought new things that didn't exist. Every time he brought a new product that didn't exist. Then the iPad, then the telephone industry as well, and the watch industry. Every single one of those industries were disrupted by Steve Jobs. Every product he delivered was not only excellent, but the best and utmost quality, and he was able to instill a new way of doing things, and a complete legacy of how to develop a company and how to relinquish amazing products to the market. So that being said, that's more or less his curriculum since the beginning of one of his first products, which was the Apple Macintosh, which was one of the great successes of his career, one of his main outlier points, because he developed several computers since 1980, and then in 1984 he developed the Apple Macintosh with the team, and then in 2007 he delivered as what we call now the iPhone, and which is a mix between a computer with a telephone and a music device. So it's three products in one, and now he's still developing the AirPods and everything that he's been doing. And even now that he's gone, the company still using his legacy and his way of thinking to develop amazing products, and every time increasing and increasing. It's not only a unicorn company because they sold $1 billion many years ago. It was one of the first unicorns of the world, but now it's $1 trillion company. So it's like another step ahead. So, well, that being said, let's start with his 7 or 8 characteristics that define his way of doing things, that can help us, or that can help anyone thrive in any industry, in any business. So I have a few that I've discovered through his book, through his autobiography, and there's another that was given to me by a really good friend of mine that worked for him for 10 years. So we have a experience of what it is in the market, what's there out there, and we have the full information of someone who spent quite a long time working for him. So that's fantastic. Okay, so the first one is passion. Passion, perseverance, passion for everything you do, love what you do. Um, and if you don't, he used to say that if he woke up every morning without loving what he was doing, what he was going to do that day, he would stop immediately and change. He knew that something had to change. So the good thing about Steve Jobs is that his passion and love for everything, and perfection was one of his key ingredients to success. We in Open Insurances love what we do. That's why we're here, and that's why we open up this space. So this little space, so we can have a chat every morning. And as we love what we do, we wake up really early. Come on, bring it over and deliver. And we do that in every area of our business as well. So I'm going to try to extrapolate the things that he did and what we're doing now. So you can go ahead and copy what we're doing, or not copy, but do it your own way. Don't sell garbage. Don't sell bad products. Get rid of shitty products, he used to say. He would sell the best of the best. Don't sell rubbish. Don't sell stupid products. Sell the best of. If you're gonna sell something, sell the best of the best. That was one of the things he always did to his teams. He would render them with the utmost quality in every single area that he would try to deliver. In any product, even from the inside out. He was like obsessive compulsive with details, and I think he inherited that from his dad, because he used to clean his car so bright and perfect from the in and out, and he would look at the models of the cars that his dad had, and his dad used to say to him, if you see a car that it's from the inside out is perfect, that's the car you want to buy. And he applied that to the computer industry. So people would say, why do you care about the inside stuff that nobody's going to see? He says, it doesn't matter. I want it to be perfect. So he would be a perfectionist in every detail. So that's the second most important thing he would say is, don't sell rubbish. Don't sell shitty products. The third clue, we'll do that as we're doing the extrapolating Open Insurances. We do that. We try to sell the utmost quality AAA companies. We try to use our expertise to find the best products for our market and the best products for our clients. So they are protected. They are they can live and travel with peace of mind. That's our goal. So if that was our goal, live and travel with peace of mind, we need to have the best partners always. And we try to do it every time. So the number 3 is, don't do it for the money. He used to say at 23 he had $1 million, at 24 he had 10 million, and at 25 he had $100 million. And he did it for fun. He did it because he liked what he was doing. Because he wanted to change the market. He wanted to bring about new things, new stuff. And the good thing about it, that doing it, if you don't do it for the money will flow abundantly. So that's his third recommendation for any entrepreneur that wants to thrive and that wants to excel in any business. Number 4, feel proud of your products. Concentrate on the good stuff, and feel feel the proud and make your customers be have be feel the pride that you put into every product. And that way it's going to be like um like uh it's going to be like what happens with Apple computer is that you want to have it, you don't need it, but you want to have it. You don't know why, but you want to have it. And that was transmitted by him. He transmit that energy through his perfection and his products. So if you can accomplish that and bring to your clients an experience that it's so amazing, that it's so fantastic, then you will have his success as well. We try to do it. We try to feel proud of what we do. We try to feel proud of our products that we sell and that we deliver. And when we see someone that it's not delivering as expected, we switch immediately the insurance company. So yeah, we try to apply that too. Number 5 is connect the dots. You can only connect the dots looking backwards. You can't connect the dots looking forward. So he would connect the dots at any stage of his life, at any point. He would connect the dots of what happened in his life, so he could have a fantastic journey. So he would, for example, one of the things he said, he took some calligraphy lessons at Reed College when he was in college. He was a dropout, and as he dropped out, he stayed around the campus because he loved the ambience. And one of the things he did was he saw someone in a calligraphy lesson, and he said, let's take it. So he took the calligraphy, and he fell so in love with the fonts and everything that later on was one of the key features of the Macintosh, that you could have a fantastic and a beautiful font, and he learned from many different ones, and that skill led him to develop that product fantastically. So connect the dots looking backwards. That's something really important. You can actually start by gratefully giving gratitude of what you have now and what you have accomplished until this point. And if you do that, try to connect the dots of how you did it in order to repeat and excel. So that's really important. We can connect the dots now that we, for example, we in Open Insurances, when this pandemic started, we thought the world travel was over, and our company was travel assistance. So no traveling, no sales. So our sales dropped to 4% of sales in a month. In April, in March, like 54%. In April, like 94%. May, June, every single month, the travel sales were down, and we had to reinvent ourselves. We reinvent the company, move forward, reinvent, reduce, reinvent, and now we have here a company, same Open Insurances, but now we have 14 high quality products that we're selling in every single market all over the world. We're selling in Latin America, we're selling in Africa, in India, in China, in Europe. And we have a team here in the US as well that we didn't approach before. So we have now several areas open, and in all Latin America, we developed one product for Venezuela specifically for the crisis, a product for all Latin America in life insurance that is now alive. It's right there, and we can insure people online through our platform. And we have launched several other products in different areas so we can survive. So if you connect the dots, now we have 2 businesses instead of 1. So when this pandemic is over and we find the vaccine or the cure, or the scientists find a way to cope with this pandemic, we will have two businesses instead of one. So connecting dot, looking backwards, this was like an opportunity, like a task, like a challenge that they put into us so we can thrive. And then international health insurance saved us a lot, because now we're selling to expats everywhere in the world. So we sell in Abu Dhabi, in Israel, in India, in many countries that people have gone to live abroad. Well, we're taking care of them. So and they're safe, and they're living with peace of mind back in their countries now. So that was connecting the dots. Keep hungry, keep foolish. Be hungry all the time. You cannot stop hunger. You gotta be hungry. You gotta be hungry every single day to new markets, new clients, new customers, new experiences, new innovation. Everything being hungry, not only for new customers, but for new experiences for your customers, new services that you can add on to your customers. Now we have this Motivational Mondays. We're going out in 15 different platforms, even in Twitch, in Periscope, in Twitter, and in LinkedIn Live. We're now on LinkedIn, training people all over the world, and hope this helps a lot of people thriving through this crisis. And we're always hungry. We in Open Insurances are always hungry. We want to not only deliver the best products, but deliver the best service, the best 24/7, the best quality of our products. We try to accomplish that through our marketing team and our team and an operations team. And we're all super connected very tightly, so we can deliver what we promise quickly. And that's thanks to keeping hungry, being hungry, and keeping foolish. Keeping foolish is you gotta be foolish sometimes, and you gotta be foolish all the time. So that's one of the things that Steve Jobs used to say all the time. Because if you do what everyone is doing, if you do and you get into your comfort zone and you do exactly what everyone's doing, then there's no growth, there's no innovation there. So keep hungry, keep foolish. Number 7, never ever give up. He was used to run his company, and by being he hired a CEO, and that CEO named John Scully, he fired him when he was 30, and he thought, game over. The game was over, and Steve Jobs was out, and that's it. And it was the end of his game. And all of a sudden, he started developing new technologies, new things, and he developed a new company with a new processor. He went into the industry of the entertainment industry with Pixar, and developed the first film, animated motion picture, and won Emmy awards and Oscar awards and everything with Pixar, and it became the first studio to develop motion pictures for animated films in the world. So all of that was because he was fired from Apple. And after that, after he was fired from Apple, after he developed Pixar, after he developed the Cube with Next, the board fired John Scully and bought the company that Steve was developing the best software in the world again with his team, and he was bought. So he was back in Apple and developed what we all know now is history, amongst other things, the iPod, iPhone, iPod Nano, iPad. All those products came after that. So it was a fantastic experience, but he said he never gave up, never ever gave up. We thought the pandemic was over, and our company was going to close down, and that was the end of it. And he said, well, we can't do it. We never give up. There's no way we're giving up. No way. So you find new markets, find new products, find new things, find new way of doing things, and adapt to the new circumstances. And if you cannot change when circumstances demand it, then you're no leader. Leaders are people who change when the circumstances demands. And that's one of the things that Steve Jobs always told his team and every team he put up into. Death. One of the things that everyone is scared is death, and now more than ever with the COVID-19 and with this pandemic. So he said, if you live your day every day as if it was your last, someday you must certainly be right. And so he faced death a couple of times with his cancer, his pancreatic cancer, and he survived. And then, well, it spread again a couple of years later. But he faced it because when you see it so closely, that helped him understand and be grateful of what he had. So if you don't want to die very soon, you got to take care of yourself. And one of the things is that you have to take care of your nutrition, your immunologic system, and you gotta be all the time in balance. You can't lose balance. You have to create a mindset in which you are up here with a lot of energy, and but be careful with what you drink, what you eat, and what you ingest, because that's gonna hit you in the long run. Cigarettes, smoking, and all those vices will kill you sooner rather than later. So that's one of the sayings that he was amazing saying it, is that if you live every day as if it was your last, someday you might certainly be right. So these are 8 of his way of doing things, and I was able to interview one really good friend of mine who worked for him for 10 years, and he was in one of his teams. And one of the things that he's so amazing, and many people haven't recognized that publicly, and even if you see the movies from Steve Jobs that Ashton Kutcher was into, and if you see some of the movies that have been done about Steve Jobs, you won't see this characteristic. And I got a hold of it because one of these persons that worked for him, he's a Venezuelan guy from my school, from St. Ignatius in Caracas, and he graduated 1 year before me. And he said to me, one of the things that he hasn't been recognized is the way he built teams and how he made them create and accomplish extraordinary things as a team, amazingly. So he would go from team to team, and he would put these Chinese walls so the other team, maybe it's not involved in some of the features of what he was developing or doing, in order for them to be, he would ask them to be exact, precise, and perfectionist. And that way of doing things, he hasn't been recognized as Steve Jobs for that, but his team building ability was fantastic. Like his dream team. Remember we talked about Michael Jordan and his dream team? Well, he would do dream teams all over the place, for the Macintosh, for the iPod, for the Nano, for the iTunes, for every single item, and then he would join them together at the end if he wanted to join and do something really radical. But that's one of the things. The other things is, number one, it's hire fast and fire faster. When you want to make a decision to fire someone, boom, directly. You hire fast and fire faster. Number two, teamwork. Small teams, 5 to 6 people to develop a product. That's one of the things he would do. 5 to 6 people, that's it. Boom. And those 6 people had to accomplish something. Number three, focus. All the market had like 1,000 products up in the air, 1,000 products everywhere, and he would focus in three, four, or five. That's it. He didn't want to have 1,000 products in the panels in every single retail store. He wanted to have three, four, or five, and you would see a huge stand with a really small item. That's the way he wanted to do things. Number 4, simplify. Simplify the mechanisms, simplify the processes, simplify the communication, simplify everything you do, simplify it. Try to put it in easy words. That's key to his perfection. Number 5, perfection. When you do things, do them perfectly. Try to accomplish perfection all the time. When you close a deal, when you finish a work, when you finish something, finish it and do it perfectly. That's really important. Close down the gap, finish up, and deliver what you promised. 6 is the capacity to find talent and help them find motivation to excel. That's one of the things I was saying in the beginning. That capacity of finding people aligned to Apple's values and accomplish the extraordinary was amazing, and it would inspire everyone in the team with different ways of doing things. Incredibly. And the generation of talent within the organization was incredible, and people would do hours and hours. They will put their life on stake to deliver what they have promised. Number 7, focus only on high quality products. We said that with his team, but my good friend, he tells me he would focus only on high quality products. He would do all the marketing for the high quality product. He would have more, but he would focus only in the highest quality products, and those were the ones that he would market everywhere. Number 8, always innovate. Always find inspiration in these smallest things. Always try to find inspiration in every detail. If you are a yoga teacher, if you are if you do meditation, if you focus on the smallest things to find inspiration, and he would do that. He spent a lot of time with Buddhist friends. He went to India a couple of times, and he would find inspiration in the most smallest things. Even in hunger, he would find inspiration. He would find inspiration in every single detail, in poverty, in wealth, in whatever, in any minuscule circumstance that happened to him, he'll find inspiration, and that's how he thrived. So, well, these are mostly the 8 things that Steve Jobs used to do to thrive. Hope you like it. Hope this information helps you out right now through this pandemic, and that you can also thrive as he did. And that's more or less what we want to accomplish. So see you next Monday, and see you tomorrow. Secrets from an Insurance Broker. Go into Udemy and find my course online, and go Amazon, anywhere in the world, and you'll find the book, Secrets from an Insurance Broker. Go for it. Thank you so much for listening.